in the last days. Who are God's people? Because you got the Jewish people that's fighting with the Palestinians right now over in Israel. Right? So who are God's people? You got Nick Cannon saying in the news that black people are the true Hebrews, black people are the true Jews. You got Ice Cube saying that black people are the true Jews. You got Carmelo Anthony saying that black people are the true Jews. You got all these celebrities, Fantasia, saying black people are the true Jews, and they're being called anti-Semitic in the news for saying such things. Why is this going on in the year 2020?
Out of control.
Yes, but why are they being disciplined for saying those things? Why? Deshaun Jackson. Why? Where are they getting this understanding from and saying it and regurgitating it and repeating it? What's going on? Come on, don't skip, don't stay where you at. Come on, read.
In the morning he shall devour the prey.
Read it again, Benjamin.
Benjamin shall raven as a wolf.
They said the tribe of Benjamin, the so-called Jamaicans, not just Jamaicans, Caribbeans, shall raven as a wolf. Okay? You know about the history of the Maroons? Maroons. Cujo, Natty of the Maroons. Read it again.
Benjamin shall raven as a wolf.
Shall raven as a wolf. What was the nature of the Maroons? I'm gonna tell you. The nature of the Maroons, they were freedom fighters. They rebelled against the white man's slavery. They fought against the red coats British soldiers that came to Jamaica.
That's right.
They fought against them. So much so that the British had to make a peace treaty with them for them to where? To live up in the mountains and they live in the plains. You understand? That's why it says Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. What are the characteristics of a wolf? They live in a mountain. Okay? Before they attack the prey, before they attack and come for war, they do what? They howl. Same thing the Maroons used to do. Maroons used to do the same exact thing. Why they used to do the same thing? Because God commanded it in the Bible that they would take on that trait in the last days.
That's what?
I hear people doing that today.
Okay? That's what's going on. But it says Benjamin, specifically the Caribbeans, they would take on that attribute. They would be the freedom fighters in slavery. They would rebel against the oppression of the white man and fight. Okay? That's why they lived up in the mountains. Okay? A lot of their traits were synonymous to that of a wolf, including their fighting tactics. Come on.
In the morning he shall devour the prey. Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. In the morning he shall devour the prey. And at night he shall divide the spoil.
So in the morning he shall devour the prey. Because why? That's the time they attacked the British. They attacked them with what? With the element of surprise. They did raids on slave plantations to free the rest of the slaves that were still enslaved, that were still in captivity. Okay? And then in the evening it says what?
And in the evening, it divide the spoil.
And in the night he divide the spoil.
Right, in the night he divided the spoil. Why? Because when they fought the British, they got what? The musket guns, the weaponry that they used to use, they fought and took it. And then when they went back to war, they used their same weapons against them. That's what that's talking about. Now read it from the top again.
Benjamin shall raven as a wolf.
You ever listen to Sizzler Kalonji? You ever listen to Capleton? Roots reggae music. What is the message behind roots reggae music? What is the message behind roots reggae music? Culture reggae music. Original reggae music. It's a way of life, but what was the message behind it? You don't know? You never listened to some Louis culture before? You never listened to Sizzler Kalonji? You never listened to Capleton before? What's the message behind their music? What are they telling you to do? What are they doing for black people when they write lyrical content for them? What is the message?
Come together.
Yes, that's one of the things. Come together. What else? They speak about the oppressive system. Okay? They speak about not serving a white God. Sizzler Kalonji has a song that says he's not serving a white God. They sing about what? The white man's rule and oppression. Okay? They speak about that while the American blacks was making disco songs. You understand? Ravening, that's what it's talking about, to speak out against. They were speaking out against the oppression that the white man was putting on black people. Okay? Come on.
Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. In the morning he shall devour the prey, and at night he shall divide the spoil.
So this tribe always had a characteristic of going against the enemy, of always being outspoken, of always going against what the system says. Give me Deuteronomy 33, verse, I think, 17. Give me Benjamin. Deuteronomy 33. Okay? What do we go over these scriptures for? To identify who the tribes are in the last days. You following, brother? Who the tribes are in the last days. Okay? This is how you prove who Benjamin is in the Bible. This is how you prove your right to claiming that you're an Israelite in the Bible. Give me Genesis 33 about Benjamin. I mean Deuteronomy 33 about Benjamin. Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 33 verse 12. And of Benjamin he said, the beloved of the Lord.
The reason why it calls Benjamin the beloved of the Lord, because that's the youngest tribe. That's the baby out of all the tribes. The baby is generally the father's favorite. You understand? So the same thing on earth is the same thing with God. It says Benjamin is the beloved of the Lord. Come on.
And of Benjamin he said, the beloved of the Lord shall dwell in safety.
It says that Benjamin shall dwell in safety. I grew up in Jamaica. For the Caribbeans, y'all could all attest to this. When you experienced racism, was it in Jamaica or was it when you came to America? My first dose of racism was in the United States of America. When I walked on 42nd Street, I was looking for a job. I went inside a gift shop, and the guy looked at me and said, I don't hire your kind. I don't hire your kind. That was my first dose of racism in the United States of America. Before that, I had no knowledge of what racism was. You understand? Dwell in safety. The civil rights fights, the terrible 60s, all the acts that the so-called blacks in America had to go through. The Jamaicans didn't go through that. People in Trinidad didn't go through that. To fight for rights, right to vote, welfare, Section 8, all that stuff wasn't pushed in Jamaica. It wasn't pushed in the Caribbean. It was pushed in the United States of America. It says Benjamin shall dwell in safety. That's what it's going into. The safety. Certain things you will not be exposed to in the last days. Certain elements you will not be exposed to. Certain tribes are going to go through captivity harder than you are. In Jamaica, you have the ability to till the land and live off the land. In America, you can't do that. In Brazil, you can't do that. In Brazil, you gotta pay money if you want to catch rainwater in a container. You gotta pay money if you want to grow crops on your own land. Come on.
And the Lord shall cover him all the day long.
So the Lord has been covering you so-called brothers and sisters, you so-called Caribbeans. He's been covering you. That's why you don't experience certain things, certain hardships that the blacks in America have to go through. That the Hispanics have to go through. You have not experienced that. It's until you come to this country you start seeing it. So how dare you come to this country and you have the audacity to call the American black lazy? Well, you have not been through what he's been through. You don't know a damn thing about what he's been through. You don't know no damn history. You don't know. And the one man that tried to educate you and try to make you a better people, Marcus Garvey, y'all turn your backs on him. Y'all turn your backs on him. And now in his death, y'all trying to claim him. Y'all trying to call his name in y'all songs and make pictures of him and put inside your house when y'all hated the man. Come on.
And he shall dwell between his shoulders.
The shoulders is talking about between Judah and Ephraim, because those are the two tribes that God put them in between in the original land. Go back to Psalms 19 and 7. You have any questions?
Just listening, learning. Listening and learning.
Okay, give me Leviticus chapter 21, verse 5. Because knowing all of that don't mean nothing if you're not keeping God's commandments. You know what's coming to the United States of America? Nuclear destruction. nuclear fire. That's why it's a fight for Iran to get their nuclear capability. That's why America don't want them to get the nuclear capability. That's why Russia has nuclear capability. That's why China has nuclear capability. That's why South Korea, North Korea has nuclear capability. Why? It's because when they fire those rockets, it's coming right here to the United States of America to burn it to hell. Why? Because of the transatlantic slave trade. Why? Because of the 500 years of slavery they had, the so-called Hispanics, the Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans, they had y'all in slavery. They got to pay for all of that.
What?
Come on. Leviticus 21:5.
Yeah, I got it.
Leviticus chapter 21 verse 5. They shall not make boldness of...
God commands you not to make baldness upon your head. I see you keeping the sides of your head. Well, some men shave off the side of the whole head. You understand? Like Michael Jordan or Charles Barkley or Money Mayweather. They shave it off. Why? Because the hair starts to recede. You still want to look appealing to women and look like a pretty boy, like you cute. So you shave the whole thing off. Come on.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
Now God says don't shave off the corner of your beard. Like the way you shave off your beard right now. God says don't do that. Why? Because the beard is a badge of manly dignity.
That's what?
Okay? When you shave your beard off, you're basically effeminizing yourself.
That's right.
That's what's happening, because a beard is to establish who a man is, and you tell the difference between a man and a woman.
That's
a man
right.
has a beard. A child doesn't have a beard. A man has a beard. Same way a lion has his mane. The female lion doesn't have a mane. The male lion has a mane.
Right.
A grown-ass male lion has a mane.
Right.
Okay? The same thing for a man. These are the things we got to do to start establishing authority back in the community. Keeping God's commandments. Keeping God's commandments. Are you married? Big man. Are you married? No. Got girlfriends? The Bible says having girlfriends is also sin. Okay?
I'm a Christian.
It's sin. We can't roll like that no more. What's going to happen to you if you keep rolling like that? You're going to catch venereal disease. From this day, hear my words, from this day, if you disobey what the Bible is saying to you, you're going to get burned. Read Hebrews 13:4.
Hebrews chapter 13 verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled.
It says marriage is honorable in all, meaning the only form of relationship that God respects is marriage. If you have a girlfriend, if you're dating, whatever the case is, God don't respect it. The only relationship God respects is a marriage. Come on.
But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
Anything else outside of marriage is whoremonger and adultery. God is going to judge you. You're either going to die or you're going to get contract a venereal disease. Come on.
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
God will judge you. How is He going to judge you? Give me Deuteronomy 28 verse 61. How is He going to judge you? Okay? How is God going to judge you when you disobey marriage? You want to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend? Or what's the name? What do they call that? Common law marriage, where you don't fully commit, paperwork and all that. Okay? You want to say no strings attached so you can get up and bounce anytime you want. So you can bounce around, cheat on your woman with no strings attached. Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 6 to 1. Also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law.
So God says every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of the law, of this law, He created it. AIDS, God created it. Blue waffle, God created it. Syphilis, God created it. Guess what? Coronavirus, God made coronavirus.
That's right.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.